Morning. The bacon is on because it is Friday morning, so I shall be having a bacon sarnie on oaty bread. And while I was just tidying around the kitchen, I had a bit of a INFJ moment. So I'm glad I didn't find out until recently that I was INFJ. It did help explain the introverted intuition, why you just know because you know. Can't really explain why you just know certain things. And then the big one was the extroverted feeling. So picking up on other people, what other people are feeling. And I recognise now, looking back, that was going on in, you know, as a child. And I've really now had to, particularly as I'm coaching, work out whose feelings, mine, or I'm picking up on somebody else's. And that has been so valuable to learn that insight about myself. I say that I'm glad I found out earlier. No, the wrong way around. I'm glad I found out later, because for me, if I'd have found out, I hope this makes sense. If I'd have found out before I had my, well, I don't know what else to call it, so I'm just going to say it. I was quite spiritual in an ungrounded way, and then I did have a bit of a come to Jesus moment, and I sort of realised that there needed to be some, for me, discipline around my spirituality, hence the Christian teachings, morals and virtue, and yeah, just a lot more grounded. And actually it was so good for our marriage, because when I was doing my woo-woo stuff, look, this is just my personal journey, I'm not saying you do, you know, you do whatever is right for you. My husband was just like not having any of it. But once I tuned in with the Christian spirituality, we then had like a talking point and a firm foundation then that we could use as our basis of our relationship and how we were going to raise Izzy. So, have I covered everything I wanted to? Oh no, the last thing I wanted to say is I've also had to learn as an empath and a happy sensitive. I don't use the other terminology. There's once there's the understanding around it, you don't have to be ashamed of your sensitivity. It's a gift. You just got to learn how to use it. And so as an empath, you are, you can be a real light for people, and that can be quite draining and exhausting. And it's important to learn how to turn down your light, which is something I've, you know, only this year become fully aware of, after, because it's only been this year I've realised that I'm an INFJ on the Myers-Briggs, that is. I'm not really like deeply into it because I don't know, maybe in time something will come along, a book or something that will make me want to go into it in more depth. But at the moment it's just the awareness of the extroverted feeling and the introverted intuition. It just helps me explain certain things. So yeah, I've had to learn as an empath to be capable of being a empath supernova. So that is, I just love that phrase, because I like the song Champagne Supernova. I'm gonna have to put that on with this vid, aren't I? And yeah, so the empath supernova is where you just dim your light, and it can be quite shocking for the person on the receiving end, but it's got to be done. It's either that or the INFJ door slam, which really is got to be a last resort, because I don't know, with maturity you've just got to try everything before the door slam. So INFJ ponderings for this morning. God bless. Bye.
How many special people change? How many lives are living strange? Where were you while we